We are as good as we are not part of this country. We are as good as we are even not part of a local government. And this is one of the ancient towns in the Kali land.
Those children born under 15 years to this time, they don't know anything which is called light.
So it is pathetic. The situation is very worse. If there's any English language for very worse. So worse that it's as good as we have nothing. We have virtually nothing. I think the most important amenity that can prepare good health, curing and healing, is hospitals. We only have one health center, but the health center is totally ill-equipped. For you to have a health center, if you cannot have a medical doctor, you should have a nurse or a matron that oversee the affairs of the administration and technicalities of that health center. Then you have what we call a supervisory doctor that will be coming once in a while. If it is once in a week, we'll know that. When it was first established, we experienced this. There was a supervisory doctor, there was a qualified nurse, but for the past 7 years, I think we only have a midwife in that hospital. Then they get some school cert to assist her.
So we do our work as government wants it. The only problem we have is staff. We need enough staff. The staff we have here is not enough for us. If the sickness serious, more than our capacity, we refer that person. If they come here, if you say there to pay the money, even to collect the card is problem to them. They tell us that this is government hospital. They don't need to pay money for drug or card until we talk. After that, if they collect the card to pay the money service, they cannot pay it fully. If you tell them to pay 2,000, they will give you 1,000 naira. We need help for government to make this place better. It's the staff. We don't have staff.
Before, we used to have people from different camps and villages that patronized the health center, because there it was noted for child delivery. But since woman was removed from that place, nothing like that. All our pregnant women have to live here for a really. Even sometimes at the highest paid of delivery, they have to move to really. Sometimes they move to Okitikupa Hospital. Even the dead night, no attendant. The second one is the light, electricity. It has not been available for the past 14 years. Though that one is not peculiar to this community, it is peculiar to about 4 local governments in Ondo State district. So it has really worsened the situation to the extent that our artisans can no longer work. If you look at the whole community now, you won't see any shop opened because they cannot avoid the cost of using petroleum and petrol and what you call diesel.
We have no electricity in this area. We don't enjoy the electricity at all. No light, nothing whatsoever, no water, no anything. We are just suffering here. We have been suffering about electricity over 15 years, I can say. Those children born under 15 years to this time, they don't know anything which is called light. As there's no light, so no water, no cold water to drink, no cold beer to drink, nothing, even those panel beater, they can't work. The weather, they can't work. Anything affected light, none of them can work in this area. Even those who have sub, they can't work. In dry season like this now, it's big suffering. So we don't enjoy this present government, we don't enjoy them at all. So if we can beg the government, if they can try help us, we don't want to die in this darkness.
Nígbà tí ò síná ní ìlú Omi, òun ni mo fi dá ilé sílẹ̀ kí n lè fi help àwọn èrò wa. But àwa ti bẹ̀ ìjọba bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé kán síná fún wa, wọn ò síná fún wa. Ìgbà yẹn ni mo dá charge sílẹ̀ pé kán lè help wa, kán lè bá wa wọ́n lè rà bá wà ṣe náà.
The town is servicing over 180 villages under this Ode Omi, with so many people living in those villages. Urobos, our people, many other Ijos, whatever, that are part of this town, but in villages. And the only leakage to those villages is one river Ofo. It is totally inaccessible because Beku cannot pass through. There was a community effort. Just a year ago, we spent over 700,000 we had to contribute to make a wooden bridge. But today, because of the pressure on the village, because the population is high, it has gone down. And a lot of farm products are being produced in those villages. They rot away. They can only bring the one they can bring. Or some of these people from the town, they go there. Because of the situation of they give them whatever. And the people would take it in order to get profit. So the farming is going through subsistency. So there are no more bakeries. Even the youth, they are no more interested in it. Because if you do know where to market your products. The other thing is our secondary school. We thank God for the elites of this town. If you go there, they're very beautiful, but 99% of the structure you see there were done through community effort. Then the other one is primary school. No teacher in the primary school. And the most pathetic is that we have some primary schools in the local government that are no more in existence. Primary education is the foundation of education. If there's a problem in primary education, there's going to be a problem for those pupils in other higher institutions. Because if the foundation is destroyed, there's nothing the higher institutions can do. And even the primary school, no borehole. The toilets here, the pupils have to go and be fetching water and be buying water to fetch to service the toilets.
I'm posted to this school in 2019. When I get to this school, I met only 4 teachers here. I will have almost 200 plus of pupils. We started to run the school. There is no toilet, no water, nothing, not everywhere was so bushy. We are only five teachers. That is permanent teachers. So the community paid for 4 PTA teachers. We complain about shortage of teachers and toilets and fares because the land is so big and there is a lot of things that is going on. We have 196 learners now. So we have just 5 teachers.
I was called upon some time ago that this school lacked teachers. All I'm saying, there's not enough teachers in this school to take care of the pupils. And due to my education background, I can't say no. Despite that, what I'm given is just a stipend. But just to help the pupils, at least to attain their own desire in the future, to be someone in the future. That is why I'm here to teach. All what you had on radio is that we have provided teachers, we have provided health workers and other things and other equipment. But on getting here, you discover that there is nothing there, which is just they are just making mouth for us. We are being neglected. But during the vote, you will see them coming here, making mouth, telling us what they cannot fulfill. At the end of the day, when we voted them in, all what we had is there and their families. Nothing we gain from them again.
The community as a whole is an ancient community in which if government do anything to us, there's a whole lot of gain in it. If government can come to our aid in all this area, there's a whole lot of things to gain in it.
I think what I'm saying might not be able to be peculiar to this village, to this community alone. It might be across board, but I'm talking of the one I can see here. Every government will come with a style. I am a public servant as a king. It will be very difficult for me to assess the state government. But what I just know is that they should do more to make the people happy. They should do more to make the citizens happy. Because the purpose of governance is for the welfare, to improve the welfare of the governed. But still today, it is a bad situation across board.